Yep.
Nelly, you just don't want to see her or Scotty around the leaderboard right
Scary.
now. It's scary. Like
It's
you use
scary,
the
man.
term scary hours, right? And
Seriously.
she was just kind of hanging around days one and two, staying in the tournament, still at the top of the leaderboard, but not really taking a commanding lead. And she put the gas pedal on in the third round and then just really played a steady round of golf today. What do you think about
Hmm.
what she's doing, man? This is now five tournaments in a row. Let me list off what she's
Yeah,
won
she's in
so far
his.
this year.
Yeah, she's in a historic category already. But go ahead, list off what she's winning because she won. So history books with
Yeah,
Nancy Lopez and Annika Sorenstam, the third ever woman ever on the tour since '78 to win five straight starts. New LPGA record, four straight events in a row. And then she's the last person to do winning the event before a major, then winning the major. So
yeah.
already in a level above probably more than anybody would even want to see. And then plus she's gonna keep going.
Yeah,
She's
we still have
Thanos. She's the lady
we we
Thanos, and it's
we have
inevitable
so
at
much
this point.
season left. So
Right.
much season left to go. So
Eclipsed 11
she's won the
million.
Drive On Championship, the FIR HILLS Seri PAK, the Ford Championship which was an inaugural event this year.
Yep.
The
Hmm.
T-Mobile Match Play, all four of those, and then they took a week off, of course, for the Masters, and then now she's added the Chevron Championship, which they moved
Hmm.
to Houston last year. So this is the
Yeah.
second year on this site at the Carlton Woods, and the Woodland. So Marcus already kind of ran it down, man. There's just, you know, when you see her winning, I'm not saying it looks easy. Today, she had a birdie on 18 to kind of give herself a two-stroke lead. It was kind of inevitable at that point. And I think the thing that I see when I watch her and Scotty play is that they don't make the mistakes that bring the field back to them. It's
Right.
this steady hand, quality golf. They're hitting, smart shots, center of greens. They're not taking over ambitious looks at the green that require them or put them in positions where they could screw up. And that's the thing that really typifies what she's doing as well as Scotty over on the PGA Tour. What do you think about that when you look at her game? What do you think her strengths are? And that's getting her on this historic run because we've known the swing has been
Right.
amazingly beautiful for a long time. But what do you think is separating her right now?
Right. Swing has always been, one of the best aesthetically, then functionally, and then she's already almost 6 foot as a woman with long, lanky, flexible limbs. So, I mean, distance is easy. She doesn't have to swing hard. It's all sequencing for her. I mean, it's technically probably in the game right now, easily top three. I mean, when we
Yeah,
talk about technical, moves, grip, I mean, she's got it all. We don't, you can't nitpick. You can't nitpick the swing. Um, she might lift up on her left foot a little bit, but who doesn't? Nowadays, everybody's using the ground as ground force and just really trying to get everything out of the ball that they can. And that's what she does
yeah,
better than anybody right now. I think, honestly, when you look at it, she still flag hunts. I feel like any flag on the left side of the hole she's going at because she plays that pure draw. And she can
yeah,
come out of any tunnel you want. She can hit the low, mid, or high draw, and it's nothing to her. And then off the tee,
yeah.
she can move it both ways because I mean, you just hardly see her out of a fairway. She made like one double this week, and everybody's looking around like, what the hell? But
Yeah, and I actually think her driver it's crazy with the shot tracer. She's actually pretty damn straight with the driver. I mean,
right, right. It's a
the
tight
draw is
draw,
maybe a couple of yards. Maybe.
easily.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I mean, you can't nitpick the game right now. It's only positives you can even pick out from Nelly. And then you go through and you look at what she's doing on the range. She goes through her process. Her caddy is on board with the takeaway drill that she always does. Every time you look at a Nelly swing, what does she do? You can't even pull her swing without seeing her do her small little takeaway, making sure it's in the right tunnel. Every time
Yeah.
you see her, what is she doing? Barely, just a little bit, and then she goes. That's like her trigger, but it works. And then she
Yeah.
plays fast.
Correct. That's another thing, right? Being super confident in your game. I got a chance to catch the kind of featured coverage on Saturday, and they
Mm-hmm.
had Carlotta Saganda, which we've talked about on the show before. And she is playing with, gosh, what's her name? Something Alex. I'm forgetting her. I'm blanking on her first name
Oh,
right
Marina.
now. Marina Alex. And you could tell she was getting frustrated with the uh, regripping, the glove
It's
adjustment,
bang.
just every single shot. And you see somebody like Nelly that's ready to go when her competitors are done swinging the club, because usually she's out there hitting last, but she's
Hidden
not
last.
holding up the group at all. As you can see, it said drivers 252.
These are all
The
carry yardages,
LPG
by the way, friends.
all carry. So you're probably going to get 20 yards of roll after that. She's probably in the mid 270s in terms of her, you know, her driving distance, which is gonna lead. I'm gonna pull up the LPGA. Hey y'all, if y'all are still watching at this point, go check out our Nelly Korda "What's in the Bag" video that we filmed a couple of weeks ago. Very insightful into the clubs that she plays. Links down below from PGA Superstore. Back to the regularly scheduled content. So of course she's number one on the money list this year.
You know,
The
over
season
2 million
standings.
now.
Green.
First,
Yeah,
earliest in the season to 2 million ever in the history of the
yeah,
LPGA.
yeah. Just
By the
setting
way,
records left and right.
right.
No, you're good. Greens and regulations. That's, I mean, where it counts, right? She's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Scoring average, number one.
Yep.
Eagles, number one. Not that, they're not going for it like the gentlemen are, but it speaks to her distance and her ability to get close to holes. That driving accuracy, she's 61st, that's 74%. But with the women, that's such a skewed number. I mean,
Yeah,
they
they're still
they're
laying up. They're
technically
still
sound.
using. They're still using three wood, just like. I mean, it's the same thing that to me personally, it's the same thing that happened with Tiger. Tiger wasn't ever the leader of the yardage in distance, but that's because he didn't have to. He could hit three
No,
wood and hit irons off the tee and hit the little stinger and still be in perfect ways so that he could use his irons because he's the best iron player. Right now,
yeah,
Nelly is right up there with the best iron players, and she swings a 4 iron and a 5 iron. So it's not like she's not using long irons too. She doesn't. She only has the hybrid and the three wood, and then the driver. It's not like she's sitting here going six hybrid all the way up to that.
no,
So you
no.
know,
She's a ball striker.
weakest.
I
I
mean,
mean, still under 30 putts, and
yeah,
still, I mean, sand saves. But when is she ever in the sand? I
she's
mean,
she's not in the sand.
that's
She's
what I'm
not in the
saying.
sand. And again, I'm saying that's 70, almost 75% driving accuracy. So you're telling me that if you, for every three out of every four drives that you took, you'd end up in the fairway, you'd accept that. Pro, amateur, whatever.
Any
I bet
level,
the
you don't.
highest I bet the highest driving accuracy in the LPGA has got to be in the 80s easily,
Got to be.
right? Which is
81, 82%,
ungodly.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of nuts. So awesome stuff from Nelly Korda. And it's, again, we're one major into five. The ladies have five majors each year. So we're just getting started. And the crazy thing is, she doesn't play every week. She's not out there just kind of teeing it up every single week. They don't have the
Right.
same situation as the gents with the elevated events. So I don't know. Again, you're at a disadvantage if you're stepping out against Nelly Korda at this point. It's going to be, I can't see her falling off, right? We're going to
Right.
see at least two more wins. I think that's easy to say, right? There may not be
Yeah.
more majors because they're majors for a reason, but the clip that she's on right now, it's and the way that she's playing, these are not flukes. These are really
Yeah,
solid, technically, just mentally you can just see she's having fun out there. Low pressure, just playing her game, swinging her swing.
You get a lot of stuff out of this channel, y'all. A little business knowledge, a little technical golf knowledge, a little BS in here and there. You're in a well-rounded environment. So, uh,
absolutely.
hit that subscribe button, hit that membership button. We got you covered on all things golf.